Hello and welcome to Working as Intended, your twice weekly World of Tanks North America stream. Hope you're all having a lovely week. I'm Cabbage Mechanic. With me as always is Tragic Loss, and we have a special new guest today, Commander AF. Is that how we're pronouncing it, or should I pronounce it Commander AF?
AF.
Commander AF is the way to go.
Okay, good. Good, just
Does
checking.
the AF stand for anything?
It sure does, but I'll let the folks in chat guess.
Alternative feudalism. It's a new form of government that we're endorsing.
Ammo fodder is my favorite.
You have a king, but actually everyone else is in charge of the king. That's how it goes. It's a new form of monarchy. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. We're going to get through the news, and then we're going to play some platoons with Commander AF. She's relatively new to World of Tanks, so your job today's chat is going to be to help us teach Commander AF some of the deep, cool, good strats for World of Tanks for success in World of Tanks. As far as the news, we have some pretty exciting stuff coming up in patch 1.9.1, including progressive customization. Those are going to be different decals you can put on your tank that evolve as you acquire stats in the tank. Of course, that is going to exclude some vehicles that come with specific art on them. For example, the Britannia Panther or the Warhammer KB2. That kind of stuff it's not going to work on. But all your normal tanks, you'll be able to slap those on, and the appearance of your tank will evolve as it becomes a more grizzled veteran on the World of Tanks battlefield. So excited about that. That's pretty cool. We've been trying to push new customization and aesthetics in the game for a long time, and this is another step in that plan.
Hashtag aesthetics.
Aesthetics. We also have Battle Pass Season 2 kicking off. Of course, we've got some new styles for the TVP and the M48 patent coming up as a result of that. Of course, Battle Pass, a good way to earn a bunch of bonds, a bunch of other stuff throughout the season. Even if you don't buy the premium version of the Battle Pass, you still will earn a bunch of free stuff. So that's a cause for celebration. Of course, we have our brand new World of Tanks YouTube series every Friday. It's called What's Next, and it's hosted by Commander AF.
Yeah. What?
So
every Friday at
check
noon.
that out. We're really excited to have that going. The response to the first video has been really great. We all, of course, miss Meathead and Michael, but we're happy to have our new video team with us and excited that they're getting going, even though they're having to work from home. But hopefully we'll be back in the studio here pretty soon.
Yeah, I've got a studio set up in my home office, and it's very cramped. I'm also hitting record on all of the cameras on my own, so I hope you like what we're doing for you.
It's going well. So Tank Rewards D-Day is still going on. Make sure you check out tankrewards.com. Get your free stuff for simply playing World of Tanks. Sandbox for Equipment 2.0. I believe we're in the second iteration of that test, and they're jiggling around some of the new equipment. I want to remind you guys once again that some of the vehicle or the equipment options that aren't available for certain vehicles may just be a part of the test. So we know that binoculars are not currently available for light tanks, and coated optics are not currently available for tank destroyers. That is not intended to be a permanent decision. A lot of people brought that up the last couple times. And then we also have our Tanks and Aces event, which Tragic is much more well-versed in than I am. So I'll leave that to her.
Am I more well-versed in it?
I hope so.
All right,
I know a little bit.
You know a little bit. All right, let's throw you straight into the fire pit. Go for it.
Alrighty, well, we've got our ace tanker, the Vasily Strazhenko. He is the person that you're kind of going to be representing as you battle your way through various missions. There's lots of prizes that you can win, including various boosters, equipment, even a garage slot. But like the coveted prize is that 3D style. Have you guys seen it?
I have,
yes, we have.
The Kanemarovitz.
Ooh, so good. Looks
that
beautiful.
Sounds like the tests that Commander from Star Trek. The unwinnable. No one knows what I'm talking about. Chat knows what I'm talking about. Monty, I know you do. Just forget I said that. Okay, check out the tank immediately. Win that cool.
Wait, but the best thing about the 3D style is that the flag is included. There's like a dynamic red flag at the top of the hull.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter until we get antenna physics. So, in all fairness, though,
yeah,
flag looks mint.
Wah wah.
All right, a couple other stuff. I believe the Corsair Community League is wrapping up. Keep an eye out for the finals of that. Pretty exciting times. We have Season 4 of Recruiter Friend that's been going on for a week and a half or so now. Make sure you check that out if you got any friends you want to introduce to the game. We've extended World of Tanks salute to the Canadian Armed Forces. So if you're a current or former or veteran of the Canadian Armed Forces, not a former veteran, but a currently serving or veteran, make sure you check out and verify your veteran status with us, since you can earn Watt Salute status and get a bunch of cool stuff for free. And I do want to share with you guys, we have Anniversary Act 2 ending in about a week. And I got to tell you, the next anniversary event, you guys are really going to like it. It's really cool. It's really strange. It's going to be a good time. I can't give you any more than that right now, but I'm excited about it. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and get into platoons today. Just so you guys know, we won't be doing platoons with chat today. We do love you guys, but the focus on today is helping Commander AF becoming a Unicum. We're going to go straight to purple stats.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah.
Commander AF, are you in game?
Yes, and I sent you an invite. Did you get one from Deputy Commander AF?
I am not seeing one, so I will search you.
It was the Kobayashi Maru.
What about you, Cabbage? Did you get it?
Let me check.
It says I'm awaiting friend
Invite
request
to
confirmation. There we go.
There we go.
Got
Alright,
it.
and I will invite you, or add you to friends as well.
All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Mystery Tankers is tragic. If I connect my veteran ID to my account, do I still get the up-and-coming Canadian style, or is it just the American style?
I believe the styles depend on what ID.me tells the World of Tanks backend. So I believe if you're Canadian, you get the Canadian style, and if you're American, you get the American style. I'd have to double check with that.
Is the Canadian style in yet, though? I think that's what.
Yeah.
The Canadian style's not in the game yet.
I don't think there is a Canadian style just yet.
Yeah,
Not
so
yet.
We're working on it.
yeah, you'll get the American one for now, and the Canadian one's coming down the pipe.
Alright, so why don't we start off our games, and Commander AF, I'm gonna let you pick the first tank tier that we play in.
Pick whatever feels comfortable.
Yeah.
All right, we're going with tier 4.
Tier 4.
Sure.
Sounds good.
I'm a tomato.
You're
a big noob.
So what line did you start down for your tanking experience?
The Soviet line. I mean, not the Soviet line, the German line. The German line.
Okay. What are you thinking of going for? Are you going for light tanks, mediums, heavy tanks?
So far, I like the playstyle of the light and medium.
Oh, okay.
I know you could take way more hits as a heavy tank, but I just want to get into the battle. Like I'm an initiator.
You're an instigator. You like to instigate the fights.
Something like that, yeah.
How's it going, Dad Ops? I did see Cranky Monkey said that we should do a maple syrup style.
Maple syrup
by the way,
style.
Cranky Monkey, check your Discord messages. I sent you an inquiry.
All right.
Pickpocket on YouTube says light tanks are not so great for new players because to do well you really need to know the maps well. I do generally agree with that.
Okay.
But obviously at tier 4 most of the tanks you have to choose from are light, so at that tier you're not really worrying about it.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting once we we'll see how the equipment tests go, because if they are satisfied with the tests, the devs, we may see a decrease in equipment and consumable slots, so it might make lower tiers a little bit easier for you, Commander.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting.
Why would it be easier if I had less equipment?
So, the reason being, generally, equipment will increase the stats of your crew or increase the stats of your tank. And generally, at low tiers, like, min-maxing doesn't really help when you're learning the game. Like, if you told someone, okay, you know, start playing World of Warcraft, and they min-max your level 1 character, like, what's that gonna do for you? You have no idea what the mechanics are, you don't really know, like, where to go, what to fight, what buttons to press, stuff like that.
Yeah, you usually, I mean, I used to play WoW, yeah, you would only start out with like a skill or two, and then as you level up, you kind of gain more. Okay.
Yeah.
Most people used to play WoW.
I was never a WoWer.
Or still do.
You know, I will say that I was never like addicted to WoW. Like I know that many of my closest friends and family members, they like get addicted and so they have to avoid it.
Wow.
But that was my game that I would play if I was like bored of something else.
Yeah.
I
I
still play
got really into
RuneScape,
the
so
early arena seasons, but after that I fell off.
I was a high warlord, druid,
Nice.
PvP. Now I can't PvP to save my life.
Wait, were you Resto Druid PvP?
Yes. Oh, but yeah,
I played combat rogue, so I have a lot of frustration for you.
Hey, we were good partners. Critical damage, I did it. I honestly...
But you were always partnered with a warrior, weren't you?
No, I liked rogue. Actually, I would partner with a rogue. Oh,
Still playing well. We're gonna stop talking about WoW. I'm gonna get in trouble.
we're gonna get into so much trouble. Also, I feel like a deer in headlights, and like I for whatever reason, I like can't play and talk at the same time. Can you
it's
believe
okay. We can
It's
absolutely.
definitely hard.
Cabbage also cannot play and talk, and yet
It's
he
true.
does both.
Well,
I
I've
just
seen
play
that
terribly when I talk. Yeah.
week after week. I'm just like, oh.
I also somehow managed to get into game without a repair kit.
Rookie mistake.
Yep,
So for those of you who don't know, I've seen a couple of questions in chat. Commander AF is our new video producer and host.
Hey everyone.
She's hanging out and stream with us today. And she's fairly new to the game, so we're going to try and help her learn some of the basics and improve a little bit.
Yeah.
Since we're terrible, chat, we're going to come to you and your good advice to help us do that.
Okay,
help me.
I'm not as terrible, but still.
Yeah, why
know.
are you a little bit tragic?
Her stats are not that much higher than mine.
No, but I think I have a better battle count to win rate and stats, though. Maybe. I don't actually know
could
the
see
answer.
that. I believe that. I literally am just driving around. Alright, get your head in the game, Commander AF. Let's do this.
Shoot the red tanks, or the purple tanks if you have colorblind mode enabled.
Yeah,
I don't.
I have colorblind
Not on this
mode.
account.
Not on this account.
I don't
Fair.
have anything set up on this account.
I am just getting attacked randomly. I can't tell where anything is. I can't see anybody.
Why?
It's KB222.
Ooh. I believe in you, Cabbage. But yeah, if anyone in chat wants to ask Commander AF some questions, feel free. She will, and I believe is, reading questions, and so are we.
Oh gosh, I am in a little bit of trouble though. Yeah, you know, I have been exposed to World of Tanks before actually landing the gig as video producer slash host. Back in 2013 was when I first was introduced to World of Tanks. But my role was more as like a contractor. I was helping out at some of the events that that World of Tanks would show up at, like E3 and PAX.
Mm-hmm.
And I was an MC and an announcer, kind of like for those events, kind of getting people excited to come by the booth and check out the game.
That's really it's a vital thing to have too. So a big difference in having worked a lot of gaming events, having some energy in the booth is a really big deal. It could be hard to get.
Yeah.
Especially after day 3, when everyone is walking around on bruised feet.
And, bruised feet and Red Bull.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I was known for non-stop chatter on the microphone, and honestly, I'm like, I don't know how people are still hanging out at this booth. I would just talk non-stop at the booth, and I'd make people do push-ups if they wanted a t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I wasn't messing around. You're gonna work for it.
Yeah, seriously. So we got a couple of questions. Will Commander be coming to Akeno? Probably at some point. I mean, she does do video production, so hopefully we can get her out to one of those cool tank events. And actually in a tank.
Yeah, that's something that I definitely was talking to the chieftain about. We were disappointed when the event got canceled, or postponed rather.
Yeah, till September.
So we're hoping to get out there. Oh, we won.
Yeah.
We'll have to see the state of things. Unfortunately, at this point, things are still a little up in the air with.
Yeah. You know, another cool event before we get to the next question is the chieftain was just mentioning that in New York and Long Island, there is an opportunity for me to do like a ride along. for like
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know. He said that we could document me landing in New York and then basically getting into like a jumpsuit and hopping into a tank with some tankers and just blowing stuff up. So I'm really hoping that happens, but it's in the
That
very
sounds
early discussions.
super fun. Like, very jealous. It'll be.
You can come.
Ooh.
Tragic.
What?
I'll build you into the budget.
Yes!
Scoreboard.
Scoreboard. Oh,
gosh.
you know, for
Don't-
once you actually have beaten me at the scoreboard.
I was gonna say, don't
But
look at the
in all
scoreboard.
fairness, I was going that direction first, which means you were just riding on my coattails and managed to shoot things much faster than I did. Anyways, let's move on to the next question for Commander AF. Someone wanted to know, one of our regulars, FF8,
Who's
wants to
that?
know, do you like cheesecake?
Do I like cheesecake?
Yes.
What kind of question is that?
Uh,
Who doesn't like cheesecake? Is this like a thing? I
So-
mean, you know,
It's an inside joke between me and
Okay.
FF8, but I owe him cheesecake somehow. It's been years coming, so.
So I would like to note something, some very important information. Cheesecake is technically a pie.
Cheesecake is technically a pie.
It's a pie. Just know that, people.
so
The cake is a lie. It's actually cheese
cake
pie.
is a lie. I don't care what you call it. It's delicious. And if I can get on that list to get, you know, so Tragic owes me cheesecake,
Oh,
sign
geez.
me up.
All right, fair. And then Mechanox wants to know, what does AF stand for? So we did go over this quickly at the beginning of the stream, but you guys got to guess. I made my guess. My guess was ammo fodder. That was my favorite.
Yeah, guess in chat.
I thought it was alternative feudalism.
I never tell.
And then a couple of other people want to know, do you have M60 codes?
No. Should I get them though?
Yeah, you should get them,
Definitely.
so that way you
Definitely.
can give them out. Just ask me and Cabbage after the stream. We will give
Okay.
you all of our M60 codes to give out to everyone
Okay.
on every platform.
I'm writing this on a post-it as we speak.
Uh-oh. All right, Cabbage and Commander, y'all want to ready up for the next one?
Yes. What tier are we playing?
Tier 3. Tier 3.
Okay, I'm gonna try maybe an American tank. Let's see what I
Alright.
got here. I'm
Gonna
getting
play the
crazy.
gross tractor crop.
Ooh. I'm not gonna try saying that again. Großtractor Krupp.
Hey, Junkers, how's it going? Junkers,
Oh.
Junkers. I never know which one it is.
Hey, Yunkers.
How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Junkers is
Uh,
offering codes to people with PMM.
Sir
Okay.
Turd the Third, one of our favorite new regulars, says your AF stands for Armored Forces. Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah, same.
I did see that someone called Tripreed or Tripreed wants to know when you'll be getting a Commander AF emblem. I feel like it's
Ooh.
very early in the stages of my existence to be doing that, especially because I'm such a noob. So I will say maybe when I get good, you guys
Ooh.
can look forward to getting an
Maybe
emblem.
maybe we could just get a Get Good emblem, and that'll be your newbie emblem.
I will say I'm such a noob that I can't even get. There we go. I couldn't even get the American tanks to show up, but now I am ready. I'm going with M3 Stuart.
Ooh.
Nice, good choice.
Ooh.
It's a cute tank.
It's a cutie.
Yeah, they have an M3 Stuart at what is it, Ontario, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ontario has an extensive collection.
Yeah.
So.
Monkey can correct me if I am wrong.
I did see. Yeah, so I've sometimes at night, I don't know if you guys do this. Sometimes I wake up around 2 a.m. and then I stay up for about a half hour reading, and then I go back to sleep. And sometimes when I do that, I catch Yunkers on his late night streams, hanging out, doing tank stuff.
Ooh.
It's the only time I see him.
Now I know what to do when I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't go back to bed.
There you go.
See,
Twitch.tv/Junkertheory.
I just have a existential crisis until I cry myself to sleep.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm on Twitch.
Maybe you both just need a little melatonin.
You could get out. No, I actually got sunburned pretty bad over the
Oh
weekend.
man.
But not like bad, but I got.
What were you doing?
I was just outside driving around, I went out to Fredericksburg for the day on
Oh,
Sunday.
nice.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Did you get some wine?
I
Have a
didn't.
picnic?
I didn't want to go anywhere there was people, so I kind of just cruised around Hill Country.
That's a
You're on
mood,
your
says
bike?
Vex.
No, my bike still needs work. I've been very
What?
lazy about getting it fixed.
Cabbage, I will fix your bike for you if you don't fix it yourself.
I thought you needed tires.
Yeah, I have the tires. I just need to get them put
Ouch.
on.
Why is their whole team?
Yeah, I know. I'm aborting.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, or I'm gonna die. Don't shoot me. I'm so cute. Don't shoot my little tank. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Abort.
Uh-oh.
Abort.
Yeah, so
this
that
is-
there's a tough
yeah.
spot.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to use my little pom-pom. This is like my favorite gun on this tank.
There's so many of them up there.
Pom-pom.
I don't think I'm long for this life. I'm just getting rolled.
I mean, in all fairness, you are quite far away from the enemy team, so I think you're all right for now.
They were shooting at me this whole time.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
running for the hills.
Yeah,
What
because
is-
they're all up on the hill now, so they can see you back there.
Oh, you're not that
Yeah.
bad. You still got like half your health-ish.
I'm. Am I alive? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Are you alive?
Oh, pack.
I actually
pack 40.
know this map, but they definitely got to that position really quickly.
Yeah. So Mines is probably one of the smallest maps that extends past tiers, well, 5. And unless you own Hill, you're gonna have a real rough time, because that's most of the control over mid and into each base.
Blues Traveler, you're watching Tragic's view.
We are watching my view. Uh-oh.
You don't
Yes.
want to see what I'm doing, okay?
I just
I
did 300
promise.
damage from RD.
Uh,
300 damage from RD 2-3. Deathman says one of the smallest. It is the smallest. The next closest ends. Yeah, it is the smallest that goes to tier 10, right?
yes.
And then Mittengard is dead, but there's still the Italian map Province, I believe, and
yes. But Province only goes up to like tier 5 or something? Oop.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys have a favorite map? Like a favorite smaller map? Or a favorite low-level map? Ooh, we got someone pushing our point.
Favorite low-level map.
I actually like Province a lot. I think the Crossfire, it's basically like a valley between cliffs on both sides, so there's a lot of crossfire between the valleys or the cliff tops, and I think it's kind of interesting.
I think I'm...
Uh-oh. There's
Wait, what? I
Panzer
couldn't hear that. I
1C coming
can't even
for me.
concentrate.
I said Province. Captain Napalm says, "Hey Cabbage, my dad and I went to our annual D-Day party at my uncle's. Found out that a guy my dad used to babysit has played the game since 2012. Oh, very
Oh,
cool.
wow. That's
That is
awesome.
so cool.
Any new news on a Polish medium line? The only lines that we know are coming are the Japanese TDs, the British wheels, and what is it, the Italian heavies?
Tragic.
What?
The dev Q&A. You may recall, we confirmed that Polish mediums are on the way and might probably be the next line.
My bad.
No worry. A bunch of them have hit super tests recently. We don't have any news other than what's gone on the super test. So if you guys haven't seen that, we might be able to find some links for you to reference that. But basically, we have a bunch of vehicles that are in early test iterations that we're trying out, and then we'll see how we progress to a live release over the next few months.
Yeah.
Is that like a humble brag? Oh, we might be able to find some links for you.
Yeah. Well, it depends on if I remember to do it or not.
I'll write it down. I've got my post-its handy.
Nice.
Fire Hydra says, has Wargaming ever considered using in-game surveys to learn what features players care and don't care about? Yes, actually.
All the time.
Yeah,
We do surveys literally every day.
Yeah. You don't always get every single survey that we put out. Some surveys are sent to specific types of people or people who fit a certain criteria, whether it's, number of battles played, or what nation of tech tree do you have the most tanks of. It gets really specific sometimes, but it's actually pretty interesting. Anyways, Cabbage, you are up for picking a tier.
We are still not getting to Facebook, it looks like.
We are not.
Let's go tier 6. Try and get some of those identifiable World War II tanks in.
Alrighty. Ooh, okay. Identifiable. KV2.
Some of those legendary... Yeah, the KV2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh, Aaron Morris says AF in Commander AF means absolute force.
Ooh, there you go. That's a good one.
Wow, that's a good one, Aaron Morris.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I like this. I like where you're going with this.
Absolute. That's better than any of the ones we've heard so far, I think.
I mean, it's okay. Keep them coming. I need some ideas because you know what? Actually, I'm never gonna tell. I'm never gonna tell. But I could use all the ideas you guys have because there is a good chance it means nothing. You didn't hear it from me.
Commander, what is the highest level of tank you own? I'm gonna say this for your main, not your sheriff.
Okay. I want to say tier 8.
Ooh,
I think,
okay.
but I didn't really work my way to it. It's the King Tiger,
Captured?
Tiger King,
King Tiger Cap.
I like Tiger
Captured.
King, actually.
Captured.
Tiger King? No.
Yeah, I got it from the Twitch Prime bundle. Right? Don't we have a new Twitch Prime bundle out right now?
It's coming very soon.
Coming very soon.
Some people have been asking about that. There will be a new Twitch Prime bundle this week, in fact.
Oh, I can't wait. I love free stuff.
All right.
A couple questions here. Mitchell says he's expanded. We haven't, or upset. He's disappointed we haven't expanded the American line. I hear you on that, Mitchell. We do have a couple ideas. A lot of the potential for another medium line. We kind of ended up making premium tanks a lot of the possible vehicles. So we do have those vehicles in the game, and there could possibly be more American stuff in the future. I did see someone, I believe Marcus on YouTube, asked if we thought the T-29 was overpowered. I don't really feel like... It's definitely extremely strong for its tier, but then I feel like it's also hard for anything but the E-25 to be overpowered at tier 7. Yeah. And it's also like, so the T-32 is not as good, so I feel like the T-29 is a deserved reward for people going down the American heavy line.
Fair. Alright, and then, so guys, the reason why we're not doing countdowns right now is because, unfortunately, due to the restrictions that we have with us streaming from home, I don't necessarily have all of the tools that I normally have to be able to do everything. So, we can vaguely do a countdown by telling you guys what tier we're going into, but otherwise, there's not really a way. I'm sorry.
We can do a little 3-2-1. That's worked out satisfactorily in the past.
Fair.
It's not perfect, but, I don't know, just since we're not doing platoons today, maybe we could...
Nate Stryker wants to know, are we nerfing the M44 in any way? We have no plans currently to... Or actually, the devs have stated that they want to bring more changes to Super Test or Sandbox server on artillery. M44 may or may not be within those. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, it's one of those... so there was a bit of an indirect nerf with the HP buff for lower tiers. But it's still obviously quite strong, especially compared to the other tier SPGs. I think the M44 probably needs a reload time nerf. That's my take.
Yeah.
At the very but nothing on the docket for it right now.
Yeah. Let's see. I saw another question earlier. If I can scroll up. Are we getting a new Clan Wars reward tank for the summer campaign? No news right now. No news right now. Let's see. And no updates currently on a date for changing the tanks in the bond shop. Y'all will just have to be patient on that front. And that's about it.
We'll definitely let you guys know
Yeah.
when that is coming up. Joe says, "Don't nerf my M44." Come on, Joe. Come on. If you play the M44, you know it needs It's, you know, it needs a little bit. Right.
Wait,
Come
why
on.
why does it need to be nerfed? What makes it
It's
so OP?
so it has a really strong area of effect hit, and it has a really short reload. It kind of just outclasses
Yeah.
all the other SPGs that tier.
When will we get a new nation?
I actually, chat, maybe you can confirm this. I personally would rather play the M44 than the M12, which is the next tier up.
Same.
Maybe chat can tell me if I'm crazy.
Let's see.
Nate Striker says, Wargaming letting you work from home forever like other companies. I don't know about forever, Nate, but there definitely is they're being very good to us as far as not forcing anybody back. It's looking like what will happen is our offices will open, and then we'll be, those of us who have to go in for like studio work will, but we won't have to go in like to a crowded workspace every day. So
yeah.
And I think that applies to kind of the worldwide offices, like wargaming offices. They've been just very patient, very considerate, very transparent with us. They're always checking in and giving us tips on how to be healthy, like while we work from home, making sure we're not doing too much work. It's really nice.
That M44 has it out for me. I think he thinks I'm Commander AF. Because since Commander AF is on a sheriff account, probably has a big old target on her name.
Oh yeah, they're targeting me. I'm like stunned over here.
Come on, Rudy, give me.
AF is atomic female, says Ray on YouTube.
All right. I believe that one.
Get down with that.
Airsoft Junkie says, does anyone know when the new patch is coming to NA? Very likely this week, Airsoft Junkie. Very soon. So it'll be patch 1.9.1. Again, the big feature for us in 1.9.1 is going to be those decals that upgrade as you gain experience in the tank that you put them on.
So, sorry.
Wearing your in-game achievements on your sleeve. You could just show it off, let everyone know what's up.
So Christian Montero wants to know why we don't nerf the Lef, but we're thinking about nerfing other artillery. So we've actually talked about this quite a few times, but when it comes to nerfing premium tanks, we're not so as evidenced by the changes that we made to the super Pershing a long time ago. We don't really have too many qualms about making changes to premium tanks. However, the community does, and so we've been generally pretty hesitant since a lot of players don't tend to want us to change premium tanks. This is because people have spent money on them, and so they would like to keep their tanks in the status that they bought them in. So we would and can make changes to premiums, but it's whether or not the community actually wants those changes to happen.
We'd really rather not change premium tanks for obvious reasons. People don't want stuff they paid for to change. And the left, it's definitely annoying, but one thing to remember is it doesn't have stun. So it's actually, it's not as good as people think it is in overall stats. It is quite good though. I think it possibly could see a nerf in the future. I think it's another tank that was sort of indirectly nerfed by the HP increases at lower tiers. DadOps says, I got a note to pre-download 1.9.1 tonight. Oh, you're leaking it, DadOps. You're leaking it. Yeah, it is very likely that 1.9.1 is going to deploy tonight. They're locking in the final assurances right now.
I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
My tank's been blown to smithereens.
AF could mean atomic fusion.
I like all the atomic stuff.
Yeah, very nuclear age.
It could. It very well could.
Marcus on YouTube says, if I were to go down the Churchill line, would it be worth it? Well, I'll tell you, Marcus, you might have a tough time at tier 6 and 7, but in my opinion, it is absolutely worth it to get to the tier 8 and 9, which are Chef's Kiss, magnificent. The Carnarvon and the Conqueror are just absolutely wonderful vehicles. The tier 5 is solid, the Churchill 1. I recommend it personally. It's one of my favorite lines. Just the one thing you need to be aware of is you're not going to be very mobile. So you need to be sure that you're okay with being a relatively immobile heavy. But the tier 6 and 7, you're going to have some bad times. And the stock tier 8 as well can be a bit rough. But once you get that Carnarvon fully upgraded, it's going to be a good time. Alexa says, will the Defender be on sale again in EU? Alexa, I am not sure. I can't speak for the EU sales operations.
Aw, that artillery.
Marcus says, mobile, ever heard of the AT8? Yeah, if you're used to playing the AT8, you're not going to be, it's not going to be a problem.
Six Pack Daddy says, AF stands for Atomic Fart? Or did you guys read that one? I heard Atomic
I did not read that one.
Oh, okay.
I declined to read that one.
Well, too late. Was
I
me.
think my dog Cora is responsible for the atomic farts in this house.
Oof.
And, you know, she's laying down. I wish y'all could see her, but I'll wake her up in a little bit and maybe we can get one of those atomic farts to happen
Oh, no.
live on the stream.
All right, Commander AF, you are picking the next tier.
So
Okay.
Make it funny, and YouTube says, question, why nerf the M44 and not the Object 279 wheel tanks? Just so you guys know, we haven't actually announced any nerfs to the M44.
Yeah.
We have talked about, the devs have talked about rebalancing wheeled tanks. Nothing on the 279. But they, just so you know where we're at.
Yeah.
Can we
But
do tier 5?
Ooh, yes,
Sorry.
we can.
Sure.
You're all good.
Dadop says the Black Prince, which is the tier 7 in the Churchill line, can side scrape like a boss. True. The Black Prince isn't as bad as people think it is, at least once it's fully upgraded. But it's still not as good as Carnarvon's.
I've been told to check my Discord messages.
Oh, yeah, I have messages too.
Sounds scandalous.
Ooh, yeah, so they do have... So, Cranky Monkey sent me a picture of Leo, the M3A1, so that would be the Stuart, I believe. Oh, and Cranky Monkey also says that they have a giveaway, courtesy of the museum, 3 days premium and the US T34 heavy. Ooh, okay,
Ooh.
and that's a bonus code. Oh, 1, 2, 3 bonus codes. All right, cool.
Oh, Cranky Monkey, by the way, for some reason your response didn't light up in my Discord. I did get it. I forwarded your email to our guys, so they should be in contact with you via email. We are not platooning with Watchers today, Ruthless, but we're trying to help Commander AF become better by ourselves becoming better. Alexa says, Object 277 or IS-7, which one to get first? So I suspect that Tragic would pick the IS-7, and I'm going to pick the 277. I'll let Tragic explain why she would pick the IS-7 first.
What?
Choosing between the Object 277 and the IS-7, which tier 10 to get first?
Personally, yeah, I would pick the IS-7 mostly because, yes, the 277 is faster, but the IS-7, I believe, has more forgiving armor. Between the two, the 277 does get the odd bounce and whatnot, but, you know, it's generally a heavium. Like, it is kind of a heavy, it's kind of a medium. You can find a nice balance between the two, but both of them are mobile enough to get out of situations that you don't want to be in. Both of them have relatively good guns. I believe the IS-7 has a slightly better penetration value. But otherwise, like, you could honestly go with both, but my personal favorite is the IS-7, so.
Andre says, I thought the IS-7 is faster. I don't think it's faster than the 277.
Is it?
We could be wrong.
I don't know.
Let us know, chat.
I haven't played both of them in a little while.
IS-7 doesn't have pen, yeah, the gun. Yeah, I like the 277's gun better, and I just almost always choose...
Cabbage. Hey, Cabbage.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, where are we going as medium tanks in Paris?
That's a good question.
I'm following you. I hope you know this answer, or you know...
Uh-oh.
I don't. I usually play the rubbish pile
You're
down
testing
south.
his map knowledge.
But there's
medium
only room
tanks
for one
can
person.
play around.
Right?
Yeah, medium tanks can kind of play around in the middle, or if you're kind of quick, you can actually play in the field over here where I'm going. But field requires a lot of map knowledge and requires a lot of visions, mechanics knowledge
So
as
my
well.
worry is that T-67, that American tank destroyer on their team, is going to be in a bush back there somewhere.
Oh yeah,
And
almost definitely.
it's going to be impossible to push.
Alrighty,
Almost
well,
definitely.
I'm glad I'm following you then, Cab. Into this pit over here. Ooh, we're already getting a shot off.
Just try not to push too far forward.
Okay, that's my number one problem.
See that VK 3601 to my right is in the spot I usually like to play.
I don't think you guys can hear it, but I have a cat that's very upset that he is not in my room right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can't hear
it. He is meowing.
Marcus, you are watching Tragic Loss.
Yeah.
Thank your lucky stars you're not watching me.
GPC says make sure to whisper for extra concealment.
So Deathman says, Tragic, what is with the full premium loadout? And my response to that is, what premium? Oh no. I did not realize. Okay, I don't think any of their team is actually in field because their VK just
QT67
ditched.
shooting you in 3, 2, 1.
Oh no. Okay, I'm spotted. Probably by the RBFM. Yep. Oh, there's the T67 though. I was thinking it was their RB, but it was not.
Oh wow. I'm out.
Oh my goodness.
I got double tracked.
There were a lot of people down there.
I see people pushing the Arctic Fox angle. Commander
Oh
Arctic
yeah, I saw that in chat earlier.
That's actually a good one. Yeah.
What noise does the fox make?
What does the
I
fox
remember
say?
that video. That's probably longer than I want to know.
It feels like 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
It feels like 20 years since we were in the office together.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, in all fairness, Commander AF did get to the office like just as we were starting work from home, so.
It's true. I started, I think, like, you know, being officially part of the team the first week of March.
Ooh, yeah.
And then, like, the second week of March, we're all like, okay, we're working from home. And I was like, okay.
Yup, that's how it goes. Oop, hello. Ouch. Okay, RBFM, you're going in front of me, because you got way more health than I do right now.
Hey, so what I want to know from the folks in chat is, what sort of things do you like to get as, like, a giveaway or a prize? Because every Friday, I like to give away stuff in all of my episodes. Granted, you know, sometimes you'll have to complete a mission, redeem a code, a little something like that, but I'm always trying to come up with, like, I don't know, a good prize that y'all would want. So let me know in chat. You like gold? Gold's on the list?
Ooh.
I mean, I'm not made of money.
Nate asked on Twitch often we stream every Tuesday at 4 to 6 p.m. Central and every Thursday at 6 to 8 p.m. Central.
Why did I hear you saying Tuesday as Tuesday?
Probably said Tuesday.
Either that or I'm just hungry.
Premium days?
FF8 says Major Rampage bought us beer once. That was good. Well,
I hope you were of age.
Yeah, same.
I mean, should I be rewarding cheesecake? Because it sounds like Tragic isn't handling that side.
Somebody's got to deliver.
Someone's gonna do it.
I gave FF8 some what's it called? Some criteria to meet, and he has yet to meet those criteria to receive said cheesecake.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting the full picture. What is the criteria?
The criteria was that he had to download and play RuneScape 3.
Oh. Okay, you probably will never have to send him.
No one should have to do that.
Exactly.
Just kidding. We love all games.
I saw a question about what my job entails. Who said that?
I believe that was Talk to Me Goose.
Talk to Me Goose. Okay, what does my job entail? That is a great question. Fortunately, it does not entail me being very good at World of Tanks. But as a host/video producer, it's my job to host our weekly series, which we just launched last Friday. It's called What's Next. If you haven't seen it, we'll be premiering a new episode every Friday at noon Central from here on out, at least as long as I can tell. So it's my job to make sure that you guys kind of are kept up to date with what's going on in-game as far as special discounts, events, giveaways, dev updates, all that good stuff. That's what I'll be giving to you on Fridays. But outside of hosting the weekly series, my skills lie in project management and creating content. So I will be working with a colleague on the video team. His name is Roy. I don't know if Roy is watching. Roy, if you're out there, hello. Roy and I are
He's
heading
the new
up
Steven.
Yeah, it's only 2 of us now. You know,
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, when I was first researching to interview for the job, watching all of the videos that we were putting out, and getting to see Michael Lovin in action, I was like super excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to work with this team. And then I finally caught the farewell video, Michael's farewell video. If you guys haven't seen it, I was like, oh, that stinks.
Aw.
So you know, while it was a bummer not to have the opportunity to work with him, I will definitely say that he is an inspiration to what's next, and something that I know that Roy and I hope that we could, you know, something that we aspire to. We're hoping that we can bring you that same level of information and fun and creativity, but just, you know, with our own personalities. So we'll see how you guys like it. But yeah, so aside from hosting the weekly series, I'll be producing other series that come about through internal projects and projects that Roy and I spearhead ourselves. I hope that answers it. I don't know. I'm very good at rambling.
And then, so we got a question from Razaki, who wants to know, when will we get a new nation? Unfortunately, we haven't received any news or any sneak previews about what new nations, but we have gotten new tank lines that have been discussed by the devs. And then otherwise, if some of you guys noticed, but I did post a link into the chat to a form link from Google. If you guys want to sign up for that, I will be giving away the 3 codes that we got from Ontario Regiment Museum, and we'll be giving those away after the stream.
Nate says, will Polish mediums or Italian heavies come first? Nate, at this time, it does look like the Polish mediums will probably be coming first.
Yeah.
However, that has changed. At least which nation was probably coming first has changed 3 times. That's the nature of things in development, depending on how things are going and which line feels like the most developed and the best able to be brought into the live server. So we'll see, but definitely the Polish tanks are on super test right now. That's not true for any of the other upcoming perspective lines.
All right, we got Ghost Town. This will be interesting.
DeadUp says, I met Michael at Akeno. He's a nice guy and so full of energy. True. He's a fantastic guy. Great photographer, too. We have plugged MCW photography on this stream before, and we will continue to.
So STK Ninetail says, in 2017, Argentina branch was announced. Where? When? I don't think I've ever heard about that.
I don't recall an Argentina branch being announced. We've definitely been considering either a line or maybe a couple specific tanks. Some people before have brought up like the possibility of doing lines that are made up of multiple nations. It's possible we might see something like that, or something like Ships has. I think Warships has a tech tree that's like a bunch of countries that aren't quite enough to have their own.
Yeah, they have the Commonwealth, and they also have one other tech tree.
Pan-Asian, I believe.
Yeah, Pan-Asian tech trees that have, Commonwealth ships and Pan-Asian ships.
So it's possible we could see something like that in tanks. They're definitely not confirmed at the moment. But the devs definitely have a couple Argentinian tanks. If you are an Argentinian World of Tanks player, you're probably familiar with Felipe 666 Original, who is our Spanish language community manager. And he has been absolutely doing a fantastic job of lobbying the devs to get Argentinian tanks in the game. So I don't have a timeline, but it's definitely something the devs have been made aware of by Felipe.
And I see a comment from Dad Ops. What's up, Dad Ops? Commander AF, when will the winner of the What's Next video prize be announced? Great question. So I will be announcing the winner at the next episode. So on Friday, the winners of my first giveaway will be announced on June 12th. And that's kind of how it's going to go.
Yeah. Is there a streaming code today? Yes, it is going to drop in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Can we get a pan-Asian tech tree? I mean, anything is possible. It's just whether or not the development team has the time and information to create one. And if not, we'll see how things go, but they've also talked about a multi-nation tree. And more questions about what does the AF in Commander AF mean. They really want to know.
Yeah, the folks in chat already know, so maybe just ask your fellow tankers in chat. I mean, I'm using Fiasco sounds good. Let's go with that.
Armadillo Facilitator.
How do you send videos to the RNG videos? So I believe... I keep hitting that.
We have a knowledge base article for that, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me,
got links.
Yeah, we'll drop a link in chat once I die to this OI.
Don't die. I feel like I'm in a very poor position. Like I'm stuck. Story of my life.
Aardvark Frankfurter.
Master Sergeant Ammo wants to know if we posted our score for Showdown Saturday, how do we know if we got our prize? You should be able to see that you got credited.
Yeah, it'll appear in your activity log the next time you log in. It'll be like X was added to your garage, like in the area where your battle results pop up, in the bottom right. GPC4 says upload the replay. There's a submission option on the replay screen. Oh, is it right through the replay website?
I thought that was just for for RNG, yeah.
Hey Jimmy, how's it going? Got
Hey,
Jimmy
Jolly
Craig
Grin.
hanging out in the chat.
And
I believe
Jimmy? Jimmy!
Jimmy
It's
currently
Jimmy!
serving in the desert somewhere, right, Jimmy?
Oh no.
Desert?
Good old Djibouti, maybe.
Ow.
Maybe you can't tell us. I don't know.
It's a top secret.
Top secret.
I had a buddy who spent a lot of time in Djibouti acting as a basically a dummy for special forces guys to practice on.
Ouch.
He wasn't thrilled with it. 125-degree
I
days.
made a poor move. What happens when you enter the giveaway more than once? I will remove your extra submissions. If you have more than 3, I will remove all of your submissions.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't
Follow the
test
rules,
me.
people.
I'd like you to switch to Commander AF so that they can help improve her gameplay.
Wait, what was that last one? Oh no, don't do it, Ruthless. You don't want to.
We're gonna spectate so we can see all of
You don't want. I'm aborting my last position. Just,
Oh, so you're leaving Cab Mech all lonesome.
Actually, I think I'm headed towards him because I know he knows how to die really quickly. So I'm just ready to end this one. I'm just the stress. I think I'm starting to sweat. No.
Oh, great! 300 backseat drivers, says Cranky Monkey.
That's all I need.
Sometimes it's good.
Yeah, I could see that. I like a coach.
My best motivator is usually spite, so it's good for me.
That's why I constantly rag on him, so then he plays better out of spite.
That's why.
Totally why.
Well, I know my limitations. I really do hate to lose I don't like being bad at things, so it is weird to be a noob, especially at a video game, and I feel like a big noob sometimes when I play this game. So I could use all the tips y'all have to offer.
It's definitely got a learning curve.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people feel like you don't really know how good of a player you are until you hit. Oh boy, they're on both sides of me now. I'm in trouble.
Yep.
I'm around the corner here.
Until you hit 10,000 battles played. So.
Okay.
All right, so you might be able to push up and hit that artillery to your left. No, he's over the hill.
Yeah.
So the M4A1 is up the hill, so I think you can kind of slowly push